Hi, I'm Dimitris Charalambidis, and in this presentation we'll learn how to represent algebraic relations. In a previous presentation, we defined the relation as a set of ordered pairs. So according to this definition, one way to represent a relation would be to list its ordered pairs. For example, for a certain relation named L, we could write L as the set that contains ordered pairs 1 and 5, 2, 6, 1, 4, 3, 7, and 4, 8. Now the question is this the only way of representing a relation? The answer to that question would be no, it's not. In fact, given a relation, there are many ways of representing it. We can, for example, plot all the ordered pairs in a plane and sketch the relations graph. Or we can use a table of values, or finally we can draw a mapping diagram. Next, we'll see each one of these cases separately through worked examples. We'll start by plotting points on a graph. Given relation L, we can draw a graph that will represent this relation. To do that, in step 1, we'll begin by drawing the x and y axes. Then, in step 2, we must remember that a relation contains ordered pairs written in the form x, y. Having that in mind, we simply plot our points in the coordinate plane of step 1. Thus, for the initial given relation L, we get the following graph. Notice here that since the ordered pair 1, 5 is a pair of the initial relation, then point with coordinates 1 and 5 will be on the graph. Next, we move on with a table of values. Given relation L, we can represent it with a table of values. To do that, we will design a two-column table. In the first column, we'll only write the inputs of all ordered pairs, each one separately on a different line. In the second column, we'll write only the corresponding output values. Hence, for the above relation, a table of values could be the following. Notice that we have a two-column table. We name the first column as input value column and the second column as output value column. In the first column, we put all inputs of the ordered pairs, which in our case are numbers 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in the second column, we put all the output values of the ordered pairs, which in our case are numbers 5, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Finally, let's see what the mapping diagram is. Given the relation L, we can represent it using a mapping diagram. To draw a mapping diagram, we follow the next steps. At first, we create two new sets in shapes of circles. We name the one on the left domain and the one on the right range respectively. Then, we place all the input values taken from the relation's ordered pairs inside domain and all the output values inside range. Then, in our final and third step, starting from each input value, we'll link it with its corresponding output value with an arrow. For example, since the ordered pair 1, 5 is an ordered pair of the initial relation L, then there will be certainly an arrow starting from number 1, which is inside the domain circle, ending to number 5, which will be inside the range circle. For any questions about this presentation, you can leave comments down below, or you can contact me with one of the following ways, either on my email or in my Facebook page. As always, thank you for your time.